Our whole world in Wicked for Good has transferred into a much deeper, more grown-up world.
I'm off to see the wizard.
It was all about showing where are they emotionally now.
Thank Oz you're alive.
The small nuances that you get with the makeup develops their own person into their character. In this film, Elphaba, it's much more powerful and far more serious. We wanted to give a much longer and freer hair, like for when she became more and more freer within her own self and her personality as Elphaba. We contoured her deeper, and then her eyes and lips are much darker, which really empowered her. And Cynthia herself delved into her own development. She'd choose the colours that made her feel what she wanted to feel. One of Galinda's main changes for her stronger visual in Wicked for Good is that she's much more structured and she carries herself very differently. She always had a particular style that we didn't deviate from, only in small variations. It goes to the twists here, and then the tiara would go on the top. We didn't want it to be straight and flat, that was very important. Her costumes had a lot of life and movement in them, and it was important to keep it in the hair as well. We framed her eyes much darker, just by staying very close to her lashes and giving it a real strength. I think it really carried through well in bringing her more forward into how she was playing her character.
My heart. It feels like it's shrinking.
With the Tin Man, we had a wonderful collaboration with Marc who made the prosthetics and Paul Tazwell costume. His ears will be the jug handle that was on the table, and the nose is the tip of the spout of the teapot. It really is a beautiful work of art, and I think it came over perfectly and without removing the audience from the Tin Man at all and leaving everything human about him. We had to keep the emotional side of Fiyero so that you believe the emotional interaction.
You saved my life.
As Fiyero, he wore blue lenses all the time. It really made his eyes pop out beautifully. When he turns into Scarecrow, we thought it'd be nice to go back to Jon's own dark brown eyes, more the earthy look. I think when you see the scenes where Cynthia's really looking into his eyes, the sadness of what happened to Scarecrow, the dark brown eyes really worked in that situation. And for colour his hair, what we did was we dyed a wig the colour of a field, corn colours, lots of different yellows, and then sewn in oats, barley, wheat, grasses. I think overall, I found that you could still believe that you could love him, even though he's covered in this sacking.
This is the work of the Wicked Witch. She wants to kill us all.
Madame Marble, she controls the weather. What we brought into her look was the whiteness of the clouds to be the weather, and then always something whipped up in the air as if it was about to take off. There are light bolts sort of flying out the side of her head and tornadoes. And then as her life progressed through her storyline, it all started to tumble down and fall away on her. My job is telling a visual story, but it's a very silent story that you hope that the audience absorb, even though that's not what they're aware of. They're aware of the words and the movement and the artists themselves, the characters. I had the best team in the world. This was the most amazing collaborative project I've ever had the pleasure of working on.